As you make choices for what you eat, you look at the price, of course, but how about where it comes from? And how safe is it to eat? At the fair this week, we caught up with Cornell's agriculture dean, who has some thoughts on that.
Less than 2% of our entire nation's population are associated with food production, and as a consequence, it's very hard for people in some cases to understand the connection between where food is grown and how it's produced and how it arrives on their plate. And so as a consequence, too, with so few of us involved in food production, it means that the operations where our food are grown can be very, very large, which means a lot of food is then funneled and in through the large grocery stores as well. And so the ability to actually monitor the quality and the safety of all that food can be quite challenging. And so all of those factors affect the safety of our food supply and the perception of the safety of our food supply.
Which is just another reason to buy local and be more involved in locally produced.
Well, it certainly is important wherever you live to know who produces your food, to meet your neighbors and meet your local farmers. And also it's very nice. Food tastes best when it comes straight out of the field, no question about it. So it's very nice to visit the farmers markets and to find that fresh produce at your local stores where they name the farm from which it comes, or to go to you-pick operations and to see and meet the people who are growing your food.
Let's talk about dairy, which I know is your specialty. A lot of people take that be close to the nature part of business even further with milk, and they like organic milk or they like raw milk and say, oh, there are no safety concerns. Where do you stand on that?
Well, so milk is very good food for people, for growing people, for children, and certainly for middle-aged people and also for the elderly. So it's a very important food, helps keep strong bones and strong bodies and so forth. But at the same time, milk is produced in the barn. And when milk comes out of the cow's body, it's essentially sterile. But when it contacts milking equipment or other objects, it can pick up hitchhikers, it can pick up bacteria, and some of those bacteria may not be good for you. And so the reason that I recommend people stick to pasteurized milk is that pasteurized milk has a safety step that's built in, that's a heating step. It's a very mild heating step that's very specifically designed to target those hitchhikers and to eliminate anything that may be present in the milk that you wouldn't want there in the first place.